What I'm going to be using to make these tower cabinets for the jewelry box are these organizing trays, and I'm just going to face two of them together and put some hinges on them, one on the top and one on the bottom. I'm going to use just a very small amount of super glue, and also I'm going to use some Gorilla hot glue because the hot glue is more flexible. And something you'll want to do is check your hinges, open and shut your box before and after each step so you can move on to the next one. Now that we have our hinges on there, we need to make these look a little bit more like a jewelry box. How I'm going to do that is I want to wrap it in diamond wrap, but I don't want the wire or the gray mesh to show through. So all I'm going to do is take some contact paper that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to wrap it. I really wanted to use a white background because I want it to look a little more solid, but all I could find is some off-white, but that'll work. It's not necessary to paint these. You're going to be wrapping these up completely, so you can totally skip that. But on the contact paper, you're just going to wrap and trim, and that's all you're going to have to do, and not worry about like any small wrinkles or anything because the diamond wrap is going to completely cover that. Now I'm ready for the diamond wrap. So each organizer is going to use one entire pack, and that's pretty easy to apply. And then it's going to use just a few rows, so like 1 1/4. And this is the diamond wrap that has the adhesive on the back of it. I was so happy with the way these came out, just as a box itself. If you wanted to put like a little clasp on it, and you could, keep the little dividers in there and use it as, something you could put small stuff in. But these dividers that are in these organizers are not actually made together, they're not welded together or anything like that. So all you have to do is, if you wanted to, you could totally leave them in there, but you could just actually bend them and you could make a little rail on the inside of your jewelry box if you wanted to. To line the inside of it, I'm using stockings, Christmas stockings that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're on sale right now for 50 cents. But you may have some put up, even Santa hats will work. And all I'm going to do is, fabric isn't like my thing. So all I'm going to do is cut the material and just tuck, fold, and glue. So I'm just tucking and gluing. Dollar Tree was out of dowels, so I got these, and they're square, and they're at Walmart, and they're $2 a pack. So what I'm going to do is cut these down to 4.5 inches because our drawer is 5 inches, and I'm going to take my 4.5 inch dowel, square wooden dowels, and that's going to be my tracks for these drawers. Before I can go any further, I need to go ahead and make a foundation for this jewelry box. So what I'm using is a mirror from the Dollar Tree. This is an 11 by 14. I'm going to take some diamond wrap and go around the front of it. Next step is going to be gluing the towers down. And I'm using one of the drawers as a guide. And what I want to do is just put glue on one side of the bottom of these towers because I want to be able to open and shut the doors. back to my 4.5 inch dowels, and I'm just going to run a bead of glue on one side of the dowels and put those on each side on the inside of our towers. And I'm going to start at the bottom, one on each side, and work my way up to the top. One thing that makes lining these dowels up so easy is the diamond wrap. You can just line it up with a row of the diamonds and you will get it right on every time. It makes it just so much easier. And is I'm just going up. I'm setting the drawers on as I go up, and I'm wanting to leave just a little bit of space between each drawer. Time I complete a row of the tracks, I put my drawer on there and I just want to slide it in and pull it out and make sure that it's working before I move up to the next one. I'm just going to use some of the diamond wrap adhesive for the face of the drawers to match the towers. Lid, I'm just going to use the diamond wrap for the entire lid. And for the knobs, I already had some doll heads. That's what these are called in the craft section of Walmart. You could use beads, you could use a small ornament. There are so many things that you could use if you wanted to. These are like 97 cents or maybe $1.97 at the most. I just painted them silver and glued them on. Legs, I'm just going to use these square napkin ring holders. You could use the round ones if your Dollar Tree doesn't have the square ones. And I'm just going to glue those on the bottom and on each corner and one in the center. And now our project is finished. All right, guys, so one thing that I want to show you is, and I thought that I recorded this, and I guess my battery was dead or something, but we glued this right here down, this track, or both tracks, but I mean, I'm going to move this whole thing by scooting that because it's glued down and it's not going anywhere. But the towers are supported at the bottom, and how I supported the one at the top is I glued this box down. That's why it's a box and not a drawer. So these are glued down to the towers. I like how this turned out because if you just have like one jewelry box or one little small box, everything in it can get tangled and then you just got one big old ball of jewelry. So anyway, you can hang your necklaces, your bracelets, and what's really cool is it's so cool to hang your earrings because like they keep them separated on this little thing here. See, let me grab one. So you just take it and slide your little hook in there. All right, guys, that's it. It really is simple to do. It really is. It didn't take very long. Just actually figuring out what I was going to do and how I was going to do it took longer than actually doing it.